When last we left off with veins like tapeworms, we had just been mugged, and Demian had their venom moment where Slyce more or less took over control of their body, and well, one of the muggers is alive. The other one is also alive, but within an inch of their life. See, I'm well enough, salutes. And yeah, Garm works. How you been, Quizzy? I've been good. I have been in the death grip that is known as peak the last couple of weeks. I finally managed to get to the top a few times this past week. And one of those times was using the cheesy glitch with the cannon, just because I wanted to try it out. That it is fun just to see your character go careening across the map. But yeah, now we have to deal with the consequences of Slyce's actions, potentially, so we'll see how that goes. And my door is open. It's really great. It's adorable. Shut my door a little more. I really want to get the mycology badge, but I've not had a whole lot of luck in getting it just due to the way the mushrooms have spawned. Anyway. They sit and wipe the sludge off their lips. Exhaustion settles into their core. It would be so easy right now to just drop down onto the floor and sleep for days on end. We also forgot our laundry at the laundromat, so Demian rocks backward, off their knees until they're sitting on the thin carpet. Their hands are shaking. They aren't cold. They're burning up inside. They shouldn't be shaking. Demian grabs their wrist to stop it. But it just won't stop. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Their shirt splashed in blood. It soaks through the fraying edges of the fabric into their bare skin. Ew. It's so much all at once, and if they think about it for too long, they're going to break. Why do you languish over your actions? You only did what you had to do. It was self-defense. You can see that, can't you? And you liked it. Shut up! They have the wherewithal to choke out. You did this. You made me do this. I cannot force you to do anything. Not in this state. All I can do is turn a flicker of your mind's spark into an unquenchable pyre. And you liked it. Shut up! I didn't like it. Just stop. I didn't want to hurt them. Demian buries their face in their hands, sitting in front of the trash can. It's all my fault, they laugh. The noise is soft, scared even. I just want to go home. Because of them, justice can't, won't ever be served. The frigid night air feels like it's crushing them with each and every breath, even in the safety of their room. Swirling thoughts build into 1,000 little knives, slicing their brain away with every sob. To call it a sob is a mockery to their real tears, they think. Something in Demian just won't let them cry right now. You should rest, Demian. It would do you good. They hate to agree this time, but it's right. Demian needs to sleep. This encounter was born out of a sleepless night anyway. The insomniac's unending dream is what brought them into this mess. The scarred rat skitters by their feet again. This time, they just let it go. Demian can't hurt anything else today. See, it's the only streamers do that. Can be yeah, just a hair. Like, I'm kind of annoyed that some of the badges are essentially behind RNG. And I've seen a lot of people complain about that on Peak as well, but we'll save that for like break talk. Sorry, Binks wanted out of my room. I can't fucking breathe and I'm drowning in my own thoughts. But I don't even know if they're my thoughts because there's someone else sharing my skin. And it prickles and bites and takes so fucking much from me. And I'm so tired. And when it's asleep, I wish I never took it in, but I have to think it real quiet because I never know if it's awake or not. I hate this, I hate you, I'm scared of you, I want to die because of you. You ripped my teeth out and gave me the fangs of a monster. Your hunger is mine and I make myself puke when we eat together. I don't want to bloom, I want out. I hurt a man because of you. He might die because of you, and you used my fists for it. Please let me out. I'm so fucking tired. I just want to go home. I just want to sleep. Please. Chapter 7. Teratophobia. March 1st. Alright, let's go. They didn't sleep one bit. They don't need it. Not tonight. Their thoughts were screaming too loudly. The sun rises and sets again, but they don't sleep. Demian can feel it. It's almost time for Slyce to bloom. Sifting through their rotten organs and picking at the maggots in their bones, Slyce is slithering around the comfort of Demian's form. It rolls and squirms and turns all around inside the blood, as if trying to find the perfect position. Oh, and they can feel every second of it. Demian can feel their body twisting in ways it never should. Slyce is sprouting now. New leaves fed with the flesh of the old are ready to unfurl. It's wonderful, really. To be a part of something so beautiful and rejuvenating is beyond all of Demian's wildest dreams. This is who they are. This is who they're meant to be. Someone bangs on their room door. Demian! Demian wishes they could say the ruckus woke them up. Sitting up on the immaculately bleached and scrubbed bedsheets, they run their hand up their face to pull thick locks of hair away. What? They call, voice bleary. Demian, get up. Dad wants to talk to you. Ah, it's Margaret. Of course. Demian drags himself to the door and pulls it open. Margaret's face is a welcome sight, though her look of sympathy doesn't bode well for the immediate future. What's going on? I wish I knew. Dad and I are going home early, but he wants me to get you before he leaves. They stare at her, unblinking and unmoving. Don't look at me like that, she says. I don't know what's going on either. Dad just said he'd get you right out now, before your shift starts. He's going to fucking kill me one way or another. Demian stares into space, into the sprawling parking lot behind Margaret. They do live on the second floor of the motel at least. Maybe if they jumped off the ledge, they could fall and break their arm just to get a day off. It'd be so easy. All they'd have to do is one little shove and... Demian, stay awake, this is serious. Back to reality. Demian blinks real slowly and limps their head down to stare at Margaret. Yeah, sure, got it. Hey, are you okay? You don't look so good. I'm fine. Are you sure? No, I'm scared. I'm terrified, really. I feel great, actually. Don't worry about me. You know you can talk to me if you're worried about something. I can't tell anyone what happened to me. I just gotta get through this. Nothing to talk about. Yeah, alright. Better get going, Maggie. You don't want to miss the bus. They slip past her, slamming the door shut and plodding down the stairs. In some little corner of their senses, they can hear Margaret following behind like a lost cat. Just a matter of time until she takes off for the usual bus stop. Oh. Demian? Carl wheezes, placing a hand on their shoulder. There you are. Can I have a little chat with you in my office? Shut the fuck up! What do you want? Margaret is gone now. Ran far away, they bet, using the bus as an excuse so she doesn't have to get roped into it. I'd rather not talk about it in public if you don't mind. Why? So I won't make a scene in front of our guests? Tell me, you fucking coward. Sure. Like a cow being led to the butcher, Demian lets himself be all but dragged to the confines of Carl's dusty, cramped office. It's a terrible place to be, really. Demian's never seen anyone come out happier than they went in. We're about to be fucking fired, aren't we? They once heard a woman who worked at the front desk get into a screaming match with Carl after he brought her in. No one ever saw her again. Demian thinks she quit. They never found out what really happened. Knowing Carl, he probably asked if she could work another double without overtime, and she hit her breaking point. Demian doesn't even remember her name anymore. They just remember all the hours she worked without thanks. Sit down, will you? You're making me nervous. Carl chuckles to himself. Don't get antsy. It's not going to... It's nothing that bad. For the first time today, Slyce speaks up. You and I both know that he's going to do, or know what he's going to do. Why don't you show him just how much his abuse really hurts you? Oh dear. Body horror. Both choices contain an in-depth summing of Slyce twisting Demian to inflict more violence or to complete the blooming process. One ending depicts their arm being bent backwards and broken far enough to see bone, while another walks them through the blooming process, which is implied to cave the ribs in and twist their flesh. Text describes this body horror graphically with illustrations. Blood and gore! Multiple illustrations depicting blood, violence, gore throughout two of the three endings, with images both drawn in minimalistic style and full color. Violence. Entering two of the three endings available will trigger extremely violent segments and many people being attacked, having their skulls caved in, or strangled to death. This segment is described graphically through text and shown in illustrations both minimalistic and in full color. Oh shit, disembowelment even. And a character being disemboweled and pulled their organs out until the moment of death. Aftermath is shown visually, and text graphically describes the pain the character goes through, but seeing a close-up of the exposed insides is optional. All images of disembowelment are available in the gallery, but thumbnails and previews do not show the exposed insides. Vomiting. Demian vomits in multiple endings or talks about vomiting. This is never shown visually, instead described through text. Murder. Multiple characters are murdered in 2 out of 3 endings, including being eaten alive, having their heads bashed in, or strangled to death. Head bashing is illustrated, but the body is depicted off-screen. Cannibalized body and strangled corpse are shown on screen, graphically described in text. Cannibalism. Many characters are eaten alive, with one ending depicting it through illustrations. Text graphically describes the eating process. So, I'm gonna guess we're close to the end of this run then, with talks of endings. Coffee. Is it a bad idea to drink it after 6 o'clock? It is, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, sure. Demian sits down, looking Carl in the eye. He doesn't meet their gaze. What's going on? Who died this time? They don't think it's a joke. It should be him, don't you think? It'd be so easy. You know how fragile humans are. No, it's not that, Demian. The motel is really on hard times again. It would be so easy to give in. I know. A bead of sweat drips on Carl's balding head. I've been trying to make sure you always get paid on time, but you know how it is. Give in. We're gonna hold off on that for a moment. You've been so good to us all, and I really hate to do this. Give in. So, I hate to do this, but give in. Well, there's no easy way to say this. Give in. You need to work double shifts until further notice. Oh God, Slyce is desperate with that give in. Look at that. Finish reading chapter 8, Teratophobia. Demian, did you hear me? This is fine. It's just the voices whispering for death and destruction. It's fine. I quit. Both Carl and Slyce are stunned into silence. Demian finally pulls their head up, looks him straight in the eye. Their knuckles relax as their hands open up again. A strange calmness descends upon Demian. This isn't the serenity a killer gets moments before taking the first plunge into their victim's heart. No, not even close. Demian doesn't care about Carl anymore. They wouldn't even get any pleasure from wringing his neck. He's just a sad, pathetic grifter trying to feel in control. Carl swallows, clears his throat, and winces. Did you misspeak? I know English isn't your first language and all, but I didn't. Their face is blank. I quit. I'm done. Effective now. I'm serious. And I speak English better than you do anyway. He adjusts his collar, sweat beading up on his thinning hairline. What can I do to make you stay? A raise? Is a coworker bothering you? A nicer room? Oh, so now you offer this stuff. Now you offer. If you were serious, you wouldn't have waited till now. Exactly, Demian. You tell him.
Quit clawing shit!
Roses are bread, violets are bread. I'm not good at this. Can we just go out to eat? Yeah. Dude, after this, Demian should, like, go out to a Waffle House and just have a splurge on something nice. Because I get the feeling blooming is gonna be their death. So they may as well have a treat. But clawing things are so fun.
No, not my bed.
Well, I didn't know you were unhappy. And now you do. I quit. Also, that's bullshit. He knew damn well that Demian was unhappy. No one is happy working multiple double shifts in overtime without compensation. No one does. This man is very well aware that he has been actively abusing his employees, including his own fucking child. You know, it's usually good etiquette to give me 2 weeks of advance. They speak their mind. There is no cruelty or malice in their voice, just an eerie calm. You're lucky I'm even telling you now. You'd really be putting us in a bad spot, quitting without a replacement. I don't care anymore. No matter what Slyce says, they won't hurt him. Demian doesn't want to. All they want is to be free. Carl sighs and clasps his hand together. You know, we really wouldn't be where we are without you. You're like a son. Sir, we are non-binary here in this story. Fuck you. If you really cared, we would just be child. I'm not a man. A daughter then. Or a woman. You know that. Demian, you see, he starts, and fixes his collar again. You know, part of our deal is that you could sleep here as long as you worked for us. Yep. And, you know, you just quit, right? Meaning you don't work for us anymore. I know what I said. Carl's hand goes up again. This time, he's loosening the tie that wraps around his saggy neck, strangling him in its cheap red fibers. Demian knows just a week ago they'd wish it was their fingers crushing his windpipe. Not anymore. Well, Demian, I don't... Carl gulps. He blinks. He clears his throat. Those bloodshot blue eyes dart around the tacky, cream-colored room, begging to find some excuse to get out of this awful conversation. Demian keeps their gaze steady, unblinking and unwavering in one single spot. Each breath feels harder than the last. Demian tells himself they're not afraid. In their heart, they know it's a lie. The truth is, they're terrified. They're so fucking scared it makes their mouth run dry and their fingers twitch with adrenaline. How's the tapeworms? Hey, MC, welcome in. Slyce tried to make us strangle a man. Which, you know, on one hand, I do kind of want to have Carl be Slyce's pre-bloom meal, but on the other hand, I kind of want to see Demian have a happy ending, or at least as close to one as they're gonna get. Before going the violence route. Carl is the one to finally cut the tension. And, well, you know what that means, right? Yep. They nod. It means you're gonna give me all the overtime you skipped out on, and when you do, I'll be real polite and leave by the morning. I'll be good enough not to tell the cops about us working under the table for your nice little tax breaks, or the rent, or missed money, and I won't tell him any of that. A nasty wheeze that comes out of Carl is really pathetic. Oh, I misread it entirely. The nasty wheeze that comes out of Carl is really pathetic. He sounds like a wrinkled balloon long past its prime, squeaking out its last bit of helium weeks after the child's birthday party. You don't have to do that, you know. I don't have to, but I'm not going to, because you're going to pay me and let me go. Their heart pounds in their chest, so hard it feels like their sternum could crack. It makes their ears ring in a way that gunshots and concerts never could. In a desperate attempt to keep themselves sane, Demian counts the beats of their heart. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heart, liver, lungs, nerves. Or is it heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lung, livers, nerves? Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Carl makes that horrible little noise again, and it takes a great deal of effort not to laugh. Alright, fine. I will, okay? Just, come on, Demian, don't do this. The relief is so sweet. The only problem now is the festering, rotting mold in the pit of their stomach. Content warning. Demian vomits Slyce out. This is described graphically in text, but with no illustrations. At first, Demian just thought the rolling nausea flooding their nerves was the result of the stress wearing off. It was over, after all. It happened. There's no going back. Demian got their way. They didn't have to stay in fight-or-flight mode. It's like the crashing low after an all-devouring manic high, or drug high. Of course they're gonna feel like shit after having their hackles raised to the extreme. The queasiness boils deeper, though. Slyce is silent. Too silent. It saps the energy out of Demian's bones, even for the effortless ordeal of throwing what little belongings they have in a bag and absconding into the night. But they keep pushing through. The will to get out, to start anew, to be free, overwhelms everything else. The illness hits its crescendo. Demian has no time. They cannot make it to the toilet and instead vomit all over their nice, bleached carpet. They'd usually gripe about this, but they don't have to clean it today. It's inky and a dark green, the color of pine needles with none of the luster. Almost immediately, a sense of relief overtakes their stomach. They've seen this before. Yes, they have. It feels so long ago, but Demian has been on the opposite side of this before. This is truly, unequivocally. Demian managed to cough out. What are you doing? The other. Despite the ties that have been severed from a host of parasite, they can hear its voice in their brain. After all this time, after everything we've been through, you still can't give me the decency of one good meal. The voice is tinged in something. Fury, maybe. In some part of their mind, Demian thinks they would be angry too. This time, they don't rise to the bait. They don't raise their voice, scream, kick, hit, or bite. You're going to kill him, they say, tone flat. I'm not a murderer. You were broken. You were unloved. I descended upon you to close your gaps and bring you to your true self. All you had to do was trust in me. Leave me alone. I'm never going to bloom with you. Slyce isn't the only one who's tried to turn Demian into a monster before. You stupid, pitiful thing. You could have been beautiful if we'd set ourselves free, but you were too much of a coward to give in to your true desires. You think I was blind to what you daydreamed of, day in and out? You wanted to hurt, to break the bones of those who'd wronged you, to pull their skin open and cut open their intestines, to kill. That's all they were, just thoughts. Demian laughs, with no humor behind the noise. I don't want to really hurt people, and it doesn't make me a bad person for thinking it. It's one of my only ways to deal with things. But you know what would make me a bad person? Acting on it, and I don't. I don't want to be bad. All I've ever wanted was to be happy. I know blooming with you wouldn't have made me happy in that end. So leave me alone. I'm sorry. It's so lonely without you. I'll be good to you. Just come back to me.
Fuck no!
No. Demian's been in the song and dance for too long. They are the cockroach in the hands of the fucked up kid with a pair of scissors. Now that the roach squirmed their way from the child's hands, it's begging them to come back. It won't be too cruel with the scissors anymore. It made a mistake. It's sorry. It needs them. Please, Demian. I've unwound myself to my barest threads just to keep you happy. You'll be okay. You have time to find another. Do you hate me? I understand if you do. But know that you'd be the real monster if you left me.
Fuck it, we're a monster then.
I don't hate you. I just wanted the best from you. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. It's barely even awake now, isn't it? It took a real amount of effort to spill from their body and their bones. Honestly, Demian thinks it's even worse off than when they came face to face with Dumpster Girl. But it's not their problem anymore. Demian's done everything they can, but they won't become a monster. Even if it means the other will be happy. We'll love them. We'll see them as family. Clean break. New shirt, fresh start. Demian cuts the ties themselves. They force themselves to ignore the whispering of a better half, picking up their bag and leave its side.
Is that an emoji shirt?
They don't take the train, instead choosing to walk the frigid path through the city. Demian is dwarfed by the looming buildings that hang over their head. Gaudy lights wash their face in blues and reds and pinks. When Demian was younger and more naive, they used to stop and stare in awe at the nightscape. Now all they can feel is the bitter sting of hatred. Kingsfield Beach is a rotten place, inside and out. All it's ever done is take from Demian. Their happiness, their money, years of their life. It's a quite insidious evil. They didn't even know what was happening until it was too late. It's so lonely tonight. Try as they might to feel otherwise, Demian truly had grown used to the comfort of always being around someone. Something. There is no longer a being to comfort them, to always be there when they get so jealous it makes them sick. It's cold, it's lonely, it makes Demian feel like a part of them has been ripped away. They were pulled from their very cocoon before they were ready, but their heart knows the cocoon would have turned them into a monster. Liar. Demian glares at the life-size billboard through their hair. The model in the lights grins down at the street goers like a cannibal, ready to dine and dash, clutching a glass of champagne in their hand while donning a cocktail dress made to turn heads. This could be you, the board wordlessly claims. Or proclaims. You could be the lady who just won a jackpot at our most expensive casino, and you too can wear pretty little dresses and sip fancy champagne for the rest of your stay. Demian believed her all those years ago. If not her, they fell for her last iteration's lies and got stuck here for far too long. Sure is pathetic it took some ancient flower titan to wake Demian up.
You know, better late than never. You can't really pick and choose what wakes you up, you know?
They can't dwell on it for too long. They can't let themselves. If Demian thinks too hard, they'll lose their mind again, have another mental break, and then they'll be in trouble. Demian just has one place left to go before they can leave. For the first time, they stand in front of the quick stop shop's glass doors with hesitancy. It's a familiar walk, one they've completed hundreds of times before. All Demian has to do is cross the wet street, push open the doors, and enter the store. Something about the finality of tonight makes them hesitate, though. Come on, Zhao, you can do this. You've been homeless before. You can be homeless again. Demian really does hate Kingsfield with all their heart and then some. Don't get them wrong. Still, like every other hellish situation they've gotten themselves into, it's almost saddening to leave it all behind.
It's the leaving behind what's familiar into what is now the unknown.
Demian's never had the comfort of being able to truly call someplace home. It's why they still miss their parents' place. They don't yearn for Ma or Pa, of course they don't. They just miss being able to delude themselves into thinking they had a place they truly belonged. It's crowded. So very crowded. Demian doesn't know why. Off the top of their head, there's no real reason why it should be. There's no fun holiday, no festival that brings droves of people to gamble their Christmas money away. Either way, the place is packed. Demian has to jostle their way through seas of elbows and fists, keeping their head down. Maybe, if Demian's real lucky, they can slip in and out without Miriam seeing them. Demian reaches for a basket in the dwindling stack and throws as much as they can into it. The stack of money they have this time is a little thicker than usual. Of course it would be. All the skimming and scraping a Carl's been doing over the months finally came back to Demian in the end. Still, they need to budget. They need money to get out of the stump, one way or another. But it's okay. They are all too familiar with how to stretch their money out. What food is both the most filling and cheapest. They know 6 different answers off the top of their head. Soon enough, Demian realizes they can't get any more food without eating into the transportation fees. Better check out now before they get too greedy.
Oh, hi. coffee. Luna, I'm clocking out. The soft lilt of Miriam's familiar voice lifts above the bustling crowd. Just this once, Demian allows himself to look up, to face her. They pay for their food and grab the plastic bags everything has been so neatly placed in. Stepping to the side, Demian lingers in the store one last time, just to see Miriam again. Luna looks swamped, trying to handle 5 customers checking out all at once. Please, can you just stay a bit longer? I'm really sorry, but I can't. My finals are coming up and I really need to catch up. She's going to college? They really know so little about her, don't they? Miriam starts to untie the string at the back of their apron, turning away from Luna. Oh, is that when they realized that Miriam was the friend the whole time? As if time came to a standstill around Demian, both they and Miriam freeze in their tracks. She locks eyes with them and pauses mid-step. Demian? Miriam shouts over the noise. It feels like a whisper made just for them. It all comes tumbling out in one shaky gasp. Demian tries to get everything out before they can change their mind or regret it. Miriam, I'm leaving Kingsfield tonight. I just thought you deserved to know it wasn't your fault, it's mine. Hey, slow down! She gasps. Hey, come on, come outside with me. We can talk out there, okay? Hey, Raven, welcome me and hope you're doing well. It's my Borb! Welcome in, you're just in time. Demian is about to have another friend to help them, I think. Miriam's right. Demian needs to get out of here. The crowd's going to give them a panic attack, and this is a conversation that needs privacy. In time for the drama, you damn right you are. One drags the other out of the store, and Demian's not sure who's who. The night air is warmer than usual. Springtime is coming. The flowers are going to bloom eventually, and the barren trees planted throughout the city's strips will sprout new leaves. Even still, Miriam grabs her coat in one hand, slinging it around her shoulders mid-stride. It's almost graceful in a weird little way. There's a bus a few minutes away from the quick-stop shop. Miriam once said she uses it to get home whenever she has the money. Demian figures they might as well hop on a bus when it comes to. What's going on? What happened? Miriam finally asks. No going back now. Demian takes a deep breath and tells her everything as the bird takes a drink of water. I lost the motel thing. The way Miriam's face crumbles in shock and pity for Demian is what keeps them going. Don't look at me like that. I didn't get fired, I guess. I quit. On a whim, really. It's stupid of me, but I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm not sure I can stay in Kingsfield anymore, but I'm gonna be looking for something new. Probably. Tell her the fucking truth, Zhao. It's the least you can do. Demian's lips tighten. Wait, no, that's a lie. I can't stay in Kingsfield, really. I'm sorry. I just got out of something really bad for me. It's hard to think right now. I can't afford to live here. Even if I find something here, I'd need a roommate or something. The thing I had with the motel was dirt cheap for a reason. Miriam nods slowly. I think I missed some dialogue with her, but I don't know. Miriam nods slowly. God, Demian, I'm so sorry. You deserve better, really. I know you hated that place. I can't blame you for quitting. Demian spilled their guts, expecting judgment, and all they got was acceptance. It's not a feeling they're used to, but one they wish they tasted more. What are you gonna do now? They swallow thick. I don't know, actually. I don't have anyone to go to. I don't really have anyone from where I grew up in. My parents hate me just for being, well, me. I'm basically alone. Demian hitches their breath, fists tightening in some desperate attempt to keep themselves together for one more night. They can cry on the bus. Not here. Just talk to me, they say. The crack in their voice slips out. Please, I can't, I don't want to be alone right now. Stereotypical masculinity is all about bottling up your emotions, letting it fester until the tears boil into rage. Stereotypical femininity is the opposite. Breaking down, sobbing at the slightest inconvenience, and letting the rage melt into tears is typically what media loves to plaster on the walls. Demian wishes they knew what the stereotype was for non-binary people. Maybe if they had a nice, neat little box to check, the discomfort would finally waver. Sorry, there ain't no box for that. The boxes we already have are kind of bullshit to begin with, so we're all SOL. Sorry. The fear, anxiety, and sorrow beg to push free. They don't know what Miriam would expect out of them. An explosion of swears and punches and threats on Carl's life? A sobbing, snotty panic attack that draws everyone's gaze? Who knows? Until they get that answer, they're a ball of nerves that can't do anything but frown. God, Miriam really deserves someone better. I mean, you don't even want to be with her in that way, last I recall, so, like, friendship is always on the table. Someone with their shit together. Miriam, in her infinite patience, keeps her voice so gentle. I may not have ever been in a spot like yours, but I really do understand some of it. I'm from Maine, and before I moved to Kingsfield for college, I don't think I'd ever been out of my state. I didn't have any friends or family here. I was completely alone. Actually, I still don't really have much of a friend group myself. She coughs and buries her chin into the black wool of her coat. I mean, I like to think we're friends, don't get me wrong. No, it's fine. I get it. The whole, like, camaraderie between customer and cashier. When the other party knows exactly what the other is going through in the service industry. Right, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that I get it. I understand. You feel like you're always drowning in a pool and there's no one to throw you a lifeline. It's even better. I'm barely staying afloat and there's so many people around me, but no one would give me enough of a damn... Or, but no one would give enough of a damn to toss that floaty. And I gotta stay real quiet and pretend I'm just swimming, because if I even try to shout for help, suddenly I'm making a nuisance of myself. They neither know nor care if the analogy makes sense. It makes sense. To Demian, it feels like they're thoroughly... To Demian, it feels like they've thoroughly soiled it. But now I'm getting kicked out of the pool and thrown into another one, and I don't know if I can make enough waves for someone to know I'm even there. A car whizzes by the bench, its rubber tires spraying gravel on Demian's boots. The white beams shining from the headlights illuminate Margaret's glasses for a heartbeat. As quickly as it appears, though, the light is gone. It fades far, far away into the night, flowing all together with the neon signs and pixelated billboards. Miriam slips one gloved hand around Demian's fingers. Her embrace is so light. If they pulled away, she would completely let go. I'm here, Demian. I know you're here. I don't want you to be alone anymore either. You deserve so much better, and I wish I could help in some way. It's the sweetest thing anyone said to them in years. Oh, we're well past the spooky parts, MC, but, I am going to be doing another playthrough of this game on stream, and we're gonna go with all the orange options just to see what it's like if we do will out Slyce, their pound of flesh. But we're enjoying the sweetness right now. We're enjoying, like, Demian finally making human connections that'll get them out of the shithole that is Kingsfield. Like honey coating a throat full of knives, Miriam's words soothe a screaming brain. Just being here with me is more than enough right now, Demian sighs. The steam clouds puff in front of their lips again. I was always by myself whenever I ran out of money. It hurts, you know? Yeah, I'm here though. I'm here. She speaks again. Do you know where you're going to go now? No. Their voice is forlorn. I just got my last pay and the overtime I missed out on. I think I could survive off that while I figure out what to do now. I could stay in Kingsfield if I'm lucky, but I don't think even the strip clubs or casinos would want me to bartend. Shit, fuck. They're throwing a pity party again. I mean, to be fair, Demian, that's not really pity partying, that's having realistic expectations of what's going to happen. Because more than likely, you'd probably end up in another situation, like with what happened with Carl. Weird how that works out, making connections helps people out. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, my thoughts are a mess. I'll probably take the cheapest buses to some city or state that doesn't hate me. You can stay with me if you like, Miriam blurts out. Even she seems surprised by it. It's as if she shouted it before she could stop herself. It takes them off guard. If Demian had been walking, they would have stopped dead in their tracks. Oh, it was them saying that. They gaped like a dying fish. Mouth open, mouth closed. Eyes wide, blink twice. I mean, Webster, buddy, you don't have to do that. Seriously, I can figure something out. I always do. I know you can, but I don't want you to. That's the thing. I like you. I really do. Shit. Fuck. Oh, okay, we're gonna need clarification on that, because if it's a specific variant of like, we're gonna have to politely decline, because that's gonna put us into way too close a proximity than what we're gonna be comfortable with. I mean, yes, it's a lifeline, but if she likes them, like, she's been not so subtly, like, I don't know if it's her, like, trying to be friendly and make friends, or if it's a failing to actually become the girlfriend of, the they friend. At least they can do now is tell Miriam the truth about themselves. It's one thing to lead her on and vanish. It's another if the only reason she's extending a hand to Demian is because of her feelings. They tighten their fists and try to start explaining themselves. Webster, Miriam sighs, so gently they don't think it was meant for them to hear. You never liked me the way I liked you, did you? It's okay if you don't. I just want you to be happy. She deserves to know one way or another. Webster, I'm Ace, they mutter as they hold themselves back from coming out and proclaiming it with their entire chest. Sex grosses me out. I don't really date either. Never felt the need to. I mean, I tried before, in high school. It didn't go well for either of us. Miriam nods. I guess that explains it, huh? I'm sorry I kept trying to ask you out. Sorry I didn't tell you before. I haven't really, people haven't really reacted too well whenever I say it. I'm just happy you don't hate me. She exhales through her nose, as if mimicking a laugh. Demian thinks they're relieved. She didn't make a big stink about it, didn't throw a pity party or a celebration. It's just who they are, and now Miriam knows. Demian doesn't have a good framework on what they think their ideal coming out response would be, but Miriam's response would be pretty close to it. And you're okay with it? Just being roommates or friends? Any moment Demian thinks she could retract that offer. They'd understand. They really would. Of course, Demian, I want you to be happy. It doesn't matter whether or not we go out. I just like you. The relief compounds tenfold. Demian can't even help themselves anymore and embraces Miriam tight. Hugs! Ha Thank you. I know. Thanks for everything. Play a perfect cowardice round. Trinket, I fucking love you. For the first time in years, Demian feels like everything is gonna be okay. Ending 3. Coward. Shut up. Some of these must have been made for MV if, Trinket used fossil. Oh, we can do another save? Oh, partial transcript of a conversation between Marion Garcia and Demian Zhao has been discovered. Would you like to read it? Let's see, I think... Yeah, I think instead it has help with each of her games. Yee. Yeah, fuck it, let's read it. Date time, November 20th, redacted. Sometime very late at night in Nevada. Hey look, it's right up here. Alright, I'm coming. Sheesh. How the hell did you even find this place anyway? Well, when I first moved here, I wasn't very good at remembering how to get to my place. Webster, you live on the 3rd floor. I told you I was bad at directions. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the door out to the rooftop is supposed to be locked. It always is when I visit friends in other apartments. Do you just wander around and try to climb onto the roof of everywhere you go? No, wait, I didn't mean that. It's just something I notice. I'm trying to say no one ever goes up to the roof or try to lock it for as long as they've been here. Sometimes when I feel overworked or I'm stressing out over a big assignment coming up, I go up here to get some fresh air and think. It's really nice, actually, especially in the spring or right before winter. Really? Yeah, here, look, see for yourself. I love her outfit, it's so cute. Oh, hey! Did Demian get, like, a new jacket? Wow. Oh, hey, their hair's grown out more, too. Wow. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, actually. You ever bring your girlfriend up here? Not yet. It's only been a few months. Oh, she found somebody! Yeah! Amaryllis and I aren't really at that stage. Look, man, I don't know shit about relationships. I only dated once, and I work with him now. Ah! Secret rooftop adventures just kind of sounds like girlfriend things to me. Maybe. I don't know either. Actually, it's, this is all kind of new to me. I've just been tetchy about it? What's that? Yeah, it's fair, I guess. What are you thinking about? Well, I mean... I don't know. I've never seen Kingsfield like this before. I've always been right down there, in the slums. Guess I'm thinking about that. This view really helps me with that, too. It's easy to forget there's beauty everywhere if you're always on the ground level. Or at the ground level. Yeah, sure, but... You know, I don't think forgetting all the bad shit is the way to go. Like, yeah, if I stay in the sludge for too long, I'm gonna think we're all hellish ghouls who never do anything nice for anyone. But if I keep looking at how pretty the casinos look from a distance, I'll forget I lost my life savings in one. I'll forget how badly the motel made me want to die, because its sign looks so nice from up here. Let's see. Oh, it's so cute. It's the cat. Nice. Sorry, emo being shown to me. Well, I'm not saying you should close your eyes to it all. That's good and bad and everything. It just doesn't help to think about the bad all the time. Sometimes you just need to get out of the headspace for a while. Not everything in life is doom and gloom. Even if it's hard for me to remember that sometimes. Yeah, you're right. God, I was fucked up at that motel. All the blood and piss and all the shit I had to clean up. The hours, the boss, the co-workers. Not Maggie, though. She was fine, I think. I don't know. I remember I'd get pissed off every time I had to talk to her. Don't remember why, though. Yeah, and look at you now. You're doing so much better. I don't really have the words for it, but you just seem so happy. I don't know. It's like your smile finally reaches your eyes now. Was that obvious back then? That you were miserable? Kind of, yeah. It's the drinking, probably. And the job. And the smoking. And the thing. I never did tell you about it, did I? That thing that kept dragging me down? I've heard pieces of the story, but never the full thing. There's still a lot that I don't like to talk about. I'm not sure I'll ever get over it, but it fucked me up real good. It told me everything I wanted to hear, you know? It wasn't my fault my life was in the toilet. It could help me rebuild. It could complete me. I think it even said it loved me a few times. Loved me the way I wanted. Things were good most of the time. We settled in together, found a routine. I didn't even realize it was making me do until it was too late. What made you leave? Well, Miriam, it made me want to eat and kill people. I don't want to anymore, mind you. I wouldn't act on it. I know it's bad and all. I think I've struggled with intrusive thoughts and things in that vein for most of my life. I know how to keep them locked in. But it wanted me to do it, you know? Wanted me to hurt my boss and it was putting me on double. God, I think if I'd been in a worse place in my head, I might have slipped. That's what woke me up. It wanted me to become a monster in more ways than one. But that was when I kind of snapped out of it. It could give me the world, but that wouldn't fix it. It could give me the world, but that wouldn't fix what it wanted me to do. I think that was my reasoning. Oh, Demian. Please, don't. Don't think I'm just waiting to snap and hurt someone. I'm not. I'm really not. I don't want to hurt people. I don't think I do. I'm not proud of those days. Never will be. That was the worst version of me. I finally got over my outing and all around that time, but there was just so much shit piling on me. It caught me at my lowest, that's all. And I don't want to go back to those days. Ever. You don't have to explain it to me. I get it. If you ask me, it makes you a better person than you'd think. What? I mean, if someone has a devil in their ear, but they choose to ignore it and be good, what does that say about them? I'm not into philosophy or anything, but I think that makes you, well, not a bad person. It makes you really, really good to me. Look at you now. You've come so far since then. You know what it was doing was evil, and you pulled yourself away. You walked away. That takes strength. A lot of it, really. Never thought about it like that. Apparently it says they're a coward. I cannot wait to see the rest of the game. We're gonna be doing the orange route next, which means playing it from the start to get all the options. Although I am tempted to go back and just go back through the meeting with Carl and just eat him. We'll see. We'll see what time permits. I guess these days I'm just kind of scared about what could happen in the future. Carl, that kills people. Or in this case, Slyce, that kills people. If I can get that bad at one point, who's gonna say I won't backslide again? I won't have a falling out with Wickus, quit, we won't lose the apartment, get hit with a medical bill that'll eat us alive. What'll happen then? Who will I be when everything goes to shit? If you're scared about going back to that state, it means you know it was wrong and you want to change for the better. I have an aunt who never worries about... Bleh. I have an aunt who never worries about or regrets what she's done. I've told you about her, It's a long story, but she got arrested again last month. A DUI, I think? Dude, it's like her 5th now, isn't it? Exactly! She thinks it wasn't her fault and it was okay. That's her biggest problem. Sheesh, at least I'm not her. See? You're already better than her, and you know it. Tell them, Miriam! And you won't be alone this time. Wickus and I, we really care about you. Both of us. You don't have to go through it alone. Thanks, Webster. I know I'm an ass at showing it, but it really means a lot to me. Oh, you're fine. Really. I don't know how Wickus feels, but I'm glad I got to meet you. What am I doing? I'm done raining on your parade. Let's go celebrate! Demian, it's just an internship. You don't have to. Oh, dude, if it's a paid internship, that's something to fucking celebrate. Well, I want to. I'm in a better tax bracket, and that Barthel guy you're working for now seems cool. You can indulge a little. That does sound good. Come on, I found this Chinese place online. They're open till like 2. We can get beef hot pot or something. You ever heard of pushing up my glasses, Jia Sha Ro before? Probably butchered the fuck out of that. Let's see, hang on. Trinket gave me the thumbs up to say it, so fun fact, the rabbit on Demian's jacket is my own character. She's asexual just like Demian is, so Trinket and I joked about them being buds a lot while she was making the game. Oh, that's adorable! I love that. I fucking love that. That's so cute. That is cute crazy. I love that. I can't say I have. What is it? Pork belly. It's braised and everything. Usually it's for New Year's celebrations, but I think we can make an exception today. Oh, hell yeah, you can. Yeah, I like that. Come on, to new beginnings. Yeah, new beginnings! End of video. Bonus scene 2, Tranquility. Oh, that's such a good bonus ending. I love that so much. I am quite happy with that, genuinely. That is such a sweet ending. And now that there's at least one ending where Demian does have a happy life, let's see what happens when they give in to Slyce and just fuck shit up. Alright, everybody, time to have some raw Carl. We got body horror, blood gore, violence. Things are about to get gnarly. If you have a weak stomach, look away now, and probably mute since I'll be reading it all out. What am I doing? I prefer my Carl Steam, not gonna lie! Carl's eyes grow wide. The cheap tie he always wears soaks up more of his blood. The stain fills his white shirt, the deepest crimson splashing the fabric. Demian gasps. They yank their elbow back. The tendril of death that had overtaken their arms slops wetly from his chest. Steamed man! Did you know Dr. Pepper's PhD is in physiology? Oh, I'm not surprised. The gaping void left behind makes their fingers twitch in muted horror. Little blood droplets hit the ground and splatter everywhere with a plip, plip, plip. He tries to speak. Something smashes the tendril over his head. He's sent tumbling to the ground. Confusion breeds terror. Terror breeds panic. Gnarled hands scramble to his chest. Knobby fingers splay over the wound like some pathetic attempt to plug the hole. They can't stop now. They have to, but they can't. Stop it, Demian chokes. Stop it! It's as if their body moves beyond their control. Demian stands up slow and trembling. Each footstep is in harmony with the beat of their heart. Slyce's thrumming fills the gaps in between. A hoarse wheeze gurgles out of Carl's throat. His hand reaches out to the doorknob. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Demian's boot stomps down. The old fuck is so geriatric he can't even scream. If he tried, his worn-out cords would erupt instantly. They'd love to see it. Wait, what are they saying? They hate him, but not to that extent. Slyce reels their foot back to stomp down again, and Demian sends them both crashing to the ground. I told you to stop! Demian reaches up and opens their mouth wide, sinking their teeth into the softness of their right hand. Yes, they bite down with the teeth that Slyce gave them. An everlasting reminder of how badly it wanted them to become a monster. The pain brings them to lucidity. Demian shakes off the last crumb of Slyce's influence, biting until their teeth reach bone and spurt blood down the heel of their palm. Deep in their core, in Demian's very center with their essence, Slyce screeches like an animal caught in a trap. No, not an animal. It screams like a wounded god. And then it bursts. Their left arm twists and pops in monstrous angles. Fingers curled tight as vines and petals explode from skin. Well, yeah, pretty much. Mamburgers, steeled mams? Merburgs. Merburgs is pretty good, Garm. It's downright pungent. The stench of death overwhelming their senses and a thick miasma that fills their lungs like jelly. Demian can downright taste the damned rage that swirls through the other. They don't have time to sit there and gawk at the shivering mass before them. It all coalesces before Demian's eyes, building up into a massive flower that they would struggle to grasp in both hands. There are thorns inside the petals now, aligning the pink innards like teeth. You... What the fuck are you doing? Demian snaps. The tone in their voice is harsh but not cruel. I didn't want you to do that. I didn't tell you to... Shut up. You don't get to do that to me. You don't get to starve me and act shocked when I lash out. You were going to make me kill someone. Demian glances over to Carl. Their eyes dart away when they get a good look at the gore before their feet. He's gone. Carl Walker is dead. And it's all because of Slyce. You think you're blameless? Don't make me laugh. Do you really think you're the innocent vessel you proclaim yourself to be? Do you truly see yourself as a lone firefly in a city of artificial lights? You are not. You are a rotten thing, dressing yourself up in pretty garbs and stretching your stiffened muscles into a smile to pretend you are one of the world. I hear your deepest thoughts in your flickering subconscious. You tell yourself you're a good person. You scream it to yourself to drown out what you really believe. But I know what you desire. Your heart screams for bloodlust. The little voice in the back of your head tells you just how easy it would be to hurt. To lie, to scream, to hit, to bite, to kill. I want to set you free. I want us both to bloom. but you fight your instincts at every turn. And when I finally take that step for you, when I guide your hand towards the path of freedom, you loathe me. You call me the monster. You aren't just a hypocrite. You are a traitor. They're shaking, two hearts pounding so hard against their ribs it could make them sick. Demian grabs their arm with their right hand to steady themselves. The blood oozes against their skin and slices petals. Anger and heartbreak on both sides meld together, collapsing into themselves until neither entity knows where one begins and the other ends. They know those thoughts all too well. Demian hates it, loathes it even, but they know from the bottom of their heart where those ideals are birthed from. But that's all they are, Demian spits through clenched teeth in a wavering voice. They're just thoughts. Your thoughts are a mirror into your true self, denied all you want. You know, deep in your heart, you wanted this. You wanted him to die. You don't get to lie to me just to make yourself look better. You wanted to wring the life from his throat, just as you wanted to hurt the man who pressed a blade to your skin. You wanted to hurt the ex-lover who wronged you and filled you with torment. Carl didn't do anything wrong. The shaking grows deeper. Demian digs their nails in their skin. They take a deep breath. Fine, you're right. Is that it? I wanted to hurt them. I thought about it whenever I was angry because it's the only way I know how to cope. But that's all. I thought about it. And I know I'm not innocent, but you think I feel nothing about it? I still regret it. Every time I think about what I've done, even last night, I just wanted to defend myself enough to go home. I didn't want to hurt anyone. Demian ignores the tears streaming down their face. I know I have those thoughts, day in, day out. You don't think I hate it? I do. God, I do. But you know what? I really try to pretend I'm good. I'm trying so fucking hard. I know I'm not a good person. I know. But isn't it enough to make people think I'm good? If I just push all my thoughts down and act like I'm some nice person who doesn't think about bashing a man's brains in, no one gets hurt in the end, because I keep my thoughts from becoming actions. I slipped, alright? I know I did. I let my guard down because I thought I was safe around you. I didn't want you to do this. Carl wasn't a bad person, and you killed him because of something I never wanted to act on. Demian's hands curl so tightly. Their fingers grab onto the flower bursting from their arm. You felt all my pains and how much I hate myself for those thoughts. You know I don't want them. But you think I'm the monster? You deny yourself your freedom. You flagellate yourself every day for your dreams of becoming your true self. And for what? Do you think it makes you better than your father? At least he showed his true face to those who were closest to him. Unlike you. It feels like their head is swimming. Corners in their vision grow fuzzy, tumbling into itself and filling with darkness. Why would you say that? Demian asks. Chokes out more like, why? Do you want to be your father? Because in this moment, you walk the same path he does. But I am offering you a way out. Forget your stupid endeavors of oppression and become one with me. Give in to your thoughts and rise above your father's failings.
I sense a branch coming here.
Demian gives in. I'm twice the man he'll ever be. Their fist clenches around the petals, crushing it in their fingers. Let go! They can feel its influence wrapping around their bones, trying to pull their hand away. Demian screams with all their rage and tears. Tears the petals off. It doesn't come off easily in one clean chop. Demian can feel the fibers peeling and splitting in their hand, like ripping a man's jaw off his face. There is no more hesitation in their heart. All that's left is an unwavering reserve and endless sorrow. Slyce makes its anguish known, its agonized wails reverberating through Demian's skull. It makes their head pound like no tomorrow, but they have to do this. I didn't even want this. I didn't want this fucking bond. I only let you in because you lied to me. You said you could repair me, but all you've done is make me miserable. You just want me to hurt... You just want to hurt me and use me to bloom, you fucking liar. I thought I could trust you. I thought you'd love me even with all my fuck-ups if I just made myself a little better. I just want you to leave me alone now. I never wanted this, so get out of me! Get out of my fucking body! They can't breathe. They can't breathe. They can't breathe. It hurts so much. Demian's scream is muffled forever, their throat closing in around them. A flayed, torn flower shivers in their palms. Demian slumps forward, their body hitting the ground with an unceremonious thud. I saw so much potential in you. Do you know that? You had such a beautiful mind, but I see now that mind will go unused forever. I tried so hard to bring you to perfection with me. If you choose to fight me every step of the way, then I cannot help you. I wish I could say I was sorry, but I have to survive in this world too. This is the least you can do for me. Demian blacks out. Oh God. It hurts. A mind's eye flickers awake and etches an unbearable agony into the soul. Demian's vision blurs in the pain. The thickest fog fills their head. Exhaustion renders their limbs unusable. It hurts. No, it's not exhaustion. Or is it? Damn it. They can't tell. Demian's thoughts are slurred, drowning in a mental syrup that bogs everything down. Fuck, it hurts so much. They blink. Their eyes widen. It's searing through Demian. It's so hard to breathe. Demian tries to claw at their throat. Their hands do not respond. Wriggling sensations swim across their bare skin. Every part of them, every centimeter, that isn't in pain feels like it's humming. Warm, slimy maggots shifting in all directions is the only way they can describe it. It's like they woke up sitting in a bathtub of worms. But it shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't hurt. It hurts. Demian gasps, breathing in deep. The pain is sharp now. It pierces through them, cracks the ribs, and digs into their soft, bloody flesh. They try to scream. All that comes out is a wet gurgle that reeks of salty coins. They're so tired. Oh God. It's their ribs. The pain isn't from their ribs breaking. Their ribs are tearing through their fucking lungs. Oh God. One large bone is just in the corner of their vision, past their skin. It hurts to breathe. Every beat of their heart aches. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Back to reality. Demian can't black out now. Not like this. The slithering feeling grows louder, overtaking the pain for but a brief second. They try to ground themselves, focus on a single direction. The squirming is all over, everywhere all at once. It sickens them. Grainy lumps boil in their exposed stomach. Oh God. It hurts. Exposed? Why is their stomach exposed? Oh God. No. No, no, no. The pieces are clicking all together. The ribs tearing through Demian's skin, the blood gushing down everything, a struggling heartbeat, and that unbearable, screaming, agonizing pain. It hurts. Demi knows damn well what's right below their gaze. In for a penny, in for a pound. We know what it is. They won't close their eyes. They can't. Their head limps down. Fuck. Fuck, it hurts so much. They should be dead. They should be dead. No one is supposed to live through this. But they're alive. They're here. Every breath, pain, and through their ribs is real. Demian is not dreaming. The slithering tendrils devouring their liver, crawling around their heart is real. Fighting to keep their eyes open, their mind conscious takes so much energy from their already weakened brain. It hurts. There's only one thing that could do this. It's a real struggle to even think. They can't take it anymore. What did you do to me? It hurts. That evil, wicked flower sings in their mind. Its voice is clearer than it's ever been before. There are no petals to gaze upon this time. You made me do this. Did you think you could starve me into non-existence? Did you think I would simply sit there and let you wallow in your deluded fantasies of morality? Something squeezes around one lung. The tentacles constrict so tightly, like a snake coiling around a rat. A sapling overtaken by ancient roots. Roots? Roots far more powerful than the youth could ever become. It chokes the life out of Demian. They never lived. They never got to live. Let go of me, they say. It hurts. Yes, it hurts. The tendrils cradle their weakened, broken, wretched body. Their head aches, the pressure on their body harrowing. Demian's lips throb in tune with their fading heartbeat. Widened eyes gaze upon a half-eaten form that was almost healthy. Was healthier than they'd been in years. They could have been something. Even after everything they've done, how close they came to finding some semblance of happiness. This is how it ends. A body that could have been something. Someone reached so close to its happy ending before a violent other tore it open. They tried so hard to be enough without failing into monstrousness. But that wasn't what it wanted. It just wanted to take and take and take and take and twist them into a lonely shadow of himself. Just as mother and father wanted. It hurts. It's your own fault. You drove me to this point. I am at my limit. It is all because of you. You made me a monster, and you are but my vessel to show it. Not here. Please. Game automatically saved. They have to do something like grovel, bargain, loathe, something. Well, we're not gonna grovel, I can tell you that much. Plus, Demian currently has what we call wounds that are incompatible with life, so, yeah, we're dying one way or another. No. It wants them to beg, doesn't it? It wants them to shut their eyes, slip one last tear, and fade away into a cacophony of pains and sorrows. They won't give it what it wants. Fuck you. There should be no strength left in their bones. Demian's will should have been sapped from their nerves, but they spit blood and laughed through a raw throat. And without a moment to hesitate, they start to pull at the tendrils. It hurts. It's like taking a red-hot iron to their skin and pressing down with all their might, while thorns cut at exposed muscle. Layers of flesh separate from bone and slough off into the wriggling mass, fastening them to the wall. But it doesn't matter. When everything hurts, nothing hurts. When every fiber of Demian is in agony, eventually it'll all stop and meld into serenity. Demian is going to die anyway. No human can live with their organs eaten and body flayed open. But that means there's nothing left to lose. When Demian dies, they'll die with claws reared and fangs bared. The other may kill them, but they can still hurt it. What are you doing? Let go of me, Demian snarls. Their right arm snaps the last of the tendrils. It hurts. They grit their teeth and fight back. Demian screams as bloody fingers grab on tight to the tendrils on their left arm. They pull. It hurts. They don't care. Stop it! You can't do this! Demian spits again. Fuck you! A million fingers try to grab onto their skin and latch on. It strengthens their resolve. Like pulling ivy from a cabin's wall, the tendrils pluck their senses and rip from skin. It hurts. Demian yanks their arm. More meat is devoured in an attempt to sink them into the tangling roots. It hurts. Their walking corpse lurches forward with what's left of their strength. It finally lets go. Demian's body is raw, aching and partially consumed, but their fingers can still move, can still grab, can still pull. Stop! It hurts. One hand curls around the tentacles, fastening their bony hips to the wall. They shiver as their fingertips brush intestines. Oh god. It doesn't matter. But it hurts. Demian reaches up. They grab something detached from their body, right above their sternum. I said stop it! You want to use my body to make a monster? Demian says, choking through the pain. Fine then, go ahead. Have your monster. And Demian pulls with the last bit of strength. They pull and pull and pull and pull, even when the burning pain makes them vomit and spill their blood, and it hurts so much, but they can't stop now. It hurts. You are unraveling yourself. Your flesh belongs to me. You don't get to destroy it out of spite. It hurts. Murderer. You stupid, insolent thing. You know not of what I am, what I can be. Demian pulls again. You're a fucking murderer. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. They are a fisher's boat in a storm, and the other is a leviathan. They will be dead so very soon. But these fingers can wound it, hurt it, make it bleed. The fisher cannot kill the beast, but their spear can pierce its eye. It hurts. Their shoulders scream for respite, bone grinding against bone. Murderer! Let go! Tendrils everywhere, grabbing Demian and pulling them back to the wall. Tendrils made of vines and teeth like thorns, digging deep into raw meat. The pain is burning, their ribs unfurled open even further. Demian lets their body go slack. All strength is channeled toward their task. It hurts. Demian pulls again. Murderer! Seconds tick into minutes, minutes into hours. The body is hollowed out. Every delicious morsel is devoured, leaving only dead eyes and the corpse's shell. It will have to do for now. There is only a little bit of time before decomposition renders the human form unusable. I set the body free and crawl into their vessel. Demian's eyes are clouded. Their limbs are weak, but I can take control. Murderer. Fuck you. Ah, There's a little fly buzzing around in this body's skull. The maggots haven't settled in yet, but the fly will be there to watch them feast. Are you still here? I ask. You're a murderer. And you should be dead. I wonder, what will become of the fly? When the corpse becomes one with the soil, and I vacate its shell, where will the fly go? Will it be a part of me? Will it vanish with the body? Or will its little fly soul wander these lands for eternity, arriving at neither heaven nor hell? It doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt anymore. And as long as you're with me, you'll never get a second's rest. If you wanted peace, you should have killed me before making me your meal. I look into the blood-spattered mirror. A face that is not my own gazes back. It will rot soon. There will be worms on their tongue, the ends of their flesh melting into the abyss. All I need is enough time to rebuild and bloom. Doesn't it hurt? Or does it hurt? I hope it does. Murderer. The corner of the body's mouth perks up, twisting their expression into a taunting smile. I squelch it down. Murderer. You don't get to use this body anymore, I say. After what you've done to me, it's only fair you play vehicle now, It's only fair you get to suffer, murderer. Are we looking at different endings? We are! Although we only have time. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We can explore, like, the begging ending as a little treat. I've always hated the sound of sirens. The noise is bountiful in this corrupt city, but it always makes my mind ring. I hear their screams from outside. This is the police! Come out slowly with your hands up! Show them. Show them how much of a coward you are. Blooming was not eradicated. It was simply delayed. Ending 4. Hostile takeover. This isn't right. Can speed through these a little bit. Honestly, I really do adore this game so much. This is cool. Like, I'm genuinely fixing to go overtime for this game because I want to see. So we need to hold on to that save. So we'll put this one here. Partial transcript of an interview between Margaret Walker and the private investigator Irving Altair de Barthel. Altair de Barthel hasn't been discovered. Oh, okay. Interviewer Irving Altair de Barthel. Interviewee Margaret Gillian Walker. March 14th, redacted. Redacted, Nevada. Before we continue, I would like to thank you once again for taking the time out of your day to speak with me. I know you've been incredibly busy with funeral arrangements. We love little treats, yes we do. It's not fair. What do you mean, Miss Walker? I had to bury both of my parents in 5 years. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. Dad wasn't... It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair! He was only 63. We were supposed to have more time together. They took that from me. They took my dad from me. I'm all alone now. I don't have any siblings or aunts or cousins or uncles or... I should have been better. I could have seen the signs. It's not your fault, Miss Walker. You couldn't have foreseen their actions. No one could. I should have... I worked with Demian. Probably closer than anyone else. Working with someone does not mean you know every thought that may enter their mind. Demian only made you aware of what they wanted you to see. Sometimes the mask would slip. Could you elaborate on that? Demian hated me. God, everyone knew they hated me. One of our guys, Isaac, even told me once he thought they'd cop an assault charge by this year. Yeah, real fucking smart bunch we are, letting me hang around Demian after we started placing our bets on when they'd snap, but it wasn't serious. We didn't really think they'd do anything. It was just talk. Sure, they hated working at the motel, but everyone did. You think we wanted to be there? The only one of us who really gave a damn was my dad. Like I said, it wasn't anything serious at first. It was just sometimes they'd look at me, all angry and hateful. Sometimes they'd turn their back too fast. You know, they never did anything. That was before they changed. When did you first notice the change in their behavior? It was right around the new year, I think. It wasn't like a switch flipped, and they started hitting people or anything like that. I think Samuel and I were the first to notice something. Demian had just cleaned up blood and other gross stuff in one of the rooms. I don't know if the cops remember that or not. It was the aftermath of that guy who had been dead for weeks before we found him. How do you not know if a person is in there that's been dead for weeks? Did he just pay for the room in advance? And you just never checked? Like, the smell would have been horrible within the first week, even for winter. Oh well. We were talking to each other, and Demian, it was obvious the corpse cleanup really got into their head. They didn't complain or anything, but you just knew. You looked at them and you knew something was wrong. I thought they were shaken up from all the mess. Samuel thought it made them a germaphobe. Was this the only oddity you noticed? No, a few months later they were taking a really long time in one of the rooms. My dad was on my ass about it, because someone was about to check in and we were kind of booked up. Didn't really have some vacancies to spare, so every room counted. I went in and Demian was just puking their brains out in the bathroom. It was so bad I thought they were going to pass out at one point. They threw up one of their teeth too, right on the rug. Do forgive me. I believe I misheard you. You said the young Zhao regurgitated a tooth? Nope, you heard me right. Right in the middle of this ink black puke spot on the rug was a whole tooth. I mean, I'm gonna assume it's one of Demian's. I didn't touch it, and it was gone when they cleaned up. My god. How do you think I feel? Demian tried to tell me they just ate something bad was all. Yeah, buddy, sure. Those funky street hot dogs you got sick enough to honk your teeth out. Did you inquire about this? I didn't want to know, honestly. It scared the shit out of me, and I didn't want to catch whatever they had. I understand. If you can recall it, would you mind telling me the aftermath of this incident? We cleaned up the mess together. I didn't talk about the tooth, neither did they. I had a smoke outside and we talked. I thought things were gonna be okay. I thought Demian was okay. At least in the head. I see. But, forget it. You wanna know the big thing, don't you? When Demian, snapped. Please, don't rush yourself. We can discuss other topics relating to this matter if need be. It's fine. Whatever I can do to take that bastard down. I wasn't in the center of it, you know? They didn't run at me or something. I was at my apartment, sleeping, probably. I don't know. I don't remember what anymore. I left my dad alone with them for hours, all night. I got to the motel early in the morning, and there was just blood everywhere. Dad wasn't answering my calls. All the room doors were open. Bits of chunks of stuff were coming out from them. I panicked, called the cops, and then I ran. Like the fucking pussy I am. I heard they got out somehow, left some bodies in the mess, and you know, I still haven't been able to sleep too well since then. I mean, what if I'm next? I know they hated me and my dad. I see. It's my fault, Barthel. Is it my fault, Barthel? It's fine if it is. Don't sugarcoat it for my good or anything. It's not. Miss Walker, you told me yourself. You did what you thought was right at the time. Hindsight may say otherwise, but you couldn't have known then. He got a point. Why did it happen to me? What did I ever do to them? It's not fair. That was my dad. He was my only family I'd left, and they killed him. Like he was nothing. Why? I never did anything to them. They ruined my life. And for what? For what? Miss Walker, Fuck, I'm sorry. I can't. This file is corrupted and cannot be opened. Recovering voice memo. Memo recovered. Playing. After speaking to Miss Walker for the rest of our allotted time, I've come to learn a lot more about the young Zhao that could prove fruitful in my investigation. Despite that, I am left with more questions than I had started with. Even after interviewing multiple people in this regard, I still cannot understand the motivations behind the young Zhao's final moments. The picture Miss Walker painted of them was an individual who, despite their flaws, truly did not want to hurt others. And yet, after going through the crime scene, the signs of struggle point in a different direction. One I had not expected. The young Zhao, to put it bluntly, was a disturbed individual. Though they kept the peace at their occupation, their life was one of bloodshed and warning signs. A woman who knew Demian in their childhood spoke of a story in which they crushed a bird in their hands for no discernible reason. An ex-lover admitted to being afraid of them when he and they were together. The list goes on. Frankly, it's almost concerning how well they were able to hide this in their adult life. Additionally, bodily fluids were discovered at the scene of the crime that was determined not to belong to any known individual within the area, Demian included. I hesitate to use the terms such as blood to describe these fluids. Frankly, the labs aren't even sure it stems from human origin. Who was Demian Zhao really? Where have they gone now? What is the origin of these fluids? What could have caused their mind to snap so violently? The death count is up to 15 now. Apart from Mr. Walker, there are no victims. Bleh, I can read, I swear. Apart from Mr. Walker, there is no victim that Demian would have had a known vendetta against. There's still so much to be uncovered. Is this damn thing off yet? Doesn't matter. I'll remove this segment later. What the hell is this case? I know damn well why the young Zhao's death has not been released to the public yet, and why they haven't been linked to the Kingsfield massacre last week. Brain activity only ceased minutes before apprehension, yet the body shows signs of decomposition that are several weeks old. 37 people murdered by a hollowed-out corpse. Were it not for my previous experiences, even I would say the story is unbelievable. Oh, so Irving has experience with paranormal stuff? Hello. I've seen the autopsy photos. Several organs were missing, possibly consumed post-mortem. For God's sake, the authorities are being told to treat the case as a report of a murder on the run. They're not on the run. Their body's in a morgue somewhere, with it rotting alive until caught. How the hell am I supposed to do my job when everyone in a position of power is hiding the truth all to keep tourists coming? Doesn't matter. I'll find a way around them. For now, I need to get my hands on the body before our dear Mayor Edgar Hawthorne makes the decision to dispose of it. Having such evidence lying around is sure to be bad for business after all. Read through bonus scene 3. Ooh. So, I guess the question becomes, what about the other endings? A fun treat, I believe. Yes, a very fun treat. If... I guess we'll just have to find out. That was the ending. I imagine loathe will be like the same thing as I hate. As I'm imagining loathe will be the same thing as accept it. Bargain, we already know that's going to be like lie. Because, like, we didn't do anything, really, for Slyce. So I'm gonna go with the option that I think we'll get a separate ending from this situation. Also, I'm gonna open up another water bottle. No. Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter what I do. Okay, so I had no true option here. We'll just hit skip. Okay, so you can just hit X to, like, get out, then. So now I'm curious as to how to get the other endings, because I know, like, going throughout the orange route, as I'm gonna keep calling it because the options are colored in orange. I'm wondering what, like, another option would have been. But we'll get there when we get there. And then, like, we would end up seeing, like, the stomach cord out anyway, so it's like, oh no. We see how bad things ended for poor Demian. Okay. And no, we don't need to read it. Because we already did it earlier. So we've got 2 out of 6 endings, that ain't bad. And then next time we play the game, we'll be going through the rest of it. Because I am intrigued and want to see everything else that got put into this game. This game has had way too much love put into it to just stop there, you know? That's cool, and you can see, like, the CGs that have been found thus far.
It's the actions you take through the whole story affect what ending you get, not just at the end. Yeah, I kinda figured. So we'll just have to see how it goes next week. Cause, yeah, we're continuing this.